guys. So I didn't post a video yesterday, and I wasn't gonna. Well, I was gonna post one today, but I didn't record a video. But I'm currently on my way home from helping my dad. Oh, here we are speeding again. See, I got this weird thing where I'm on this road and it's 55 and there's nobody in front of me, so I have this odd tendency to find myself speeding. It's really flat. I can see in a really far direction that way. See, look at that. There's a stop sign all the way that way. There's nobody coming. So, my foot's to the floor, nigga. It's not really to the floor, but I am doing 65 in a 55. So I am speeding. Holy shit, I hydroplaned for a second. There's a car coming, I see lights now, so we're gonna slow down to the speed limit as to not worry about getting pulled over for something stupid for no reason. Yeah. So my sister purchased a house, which means she has been renting an apartment where she lives with her husband. And they've now purchased a home. Thank you. Those are really bright lights. Probably weren't your brights, but they were bright regardless. So she had some shit. Well, I don't even know. I think what it was shit. They had purchased a whole bunch of. They, being my sister and her husband, purchased a house in Tennessee because that's where he is from initially. So she moved there and met him, and she was renting, and he was living with his parents. And then, they got married and they bought their own house. Well, yeah, I think. Pretty sure they bought that house. I'm gonna have to ask now. I can't remember if they actually rented that house or if they bought it. I'm pretty sure they bought it, yeah, because they had all the stuff, like that you would have from a house, and then they moved into this apartment and it had everything, so they didn't need any of the things they had. This is a pure blind case of living in Ohio and not knowing what the fucking speed limit is. Because we got this, well, I'm not saying that every state doesn't have the same fucking rules, but I'm just saying, we got a lot of back-ass country road motherfucking things that are just kind of like, hey, we don't post a speed limit sign, which means you just kind of do 50-ish. Sometimes it's 45, sometimes it's 50, sometimes it's 55. You don't really know. By the looks of it, my father decided not to take the highway, which is ironically funny because I hate driving down the highway, and here I am taking the highway. And my father, who doesn't care about driving on the highway, decided not to take the highway home. Yeah, so that road was a total speed limit of go fuck yourself, figure it out, and how you figure it out is you just go, and if you get pulled over, then you knew you were going too fast, or you might have been going too slow, who knows. Currently though, now I am on a highway with a speed limit of 55, which is what I was currently doing on that road, which I know sounds like odd, but hey, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. So I'll do 55 on this highway and then get off and do 55 down the road. Cool with me. Something's burning on my car and I don't think it's my cigarette. I know this conversation we're currently having is a whole lot of randomness, and I don't really have anything to think about. I could think about and talk about. But, naturally, as you can tell by the video quality, it's getting dark outside. It's also raining because it's Ohio and it fucking sucks. Or else I would have gave you a dual view, but it kind of sucks when 95% of your view is wet window and then windshield wipers. So I opted not to give you that view, which I don't know if you care about or not, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. Actually, speed limit, the bunch is down to 50 coming up here in a minute. which is fine because I'm gonna roll to 50 here in a minute. Anyways, here we are. I'm doing 52 in what is still 55. See, but this is the also fucking mind fuck of Ohio highway rules for you is you'll go from 50 to 50, or I mean 55 to 50, and they have no fucking sign saying, hey, guess what? Highway here is 50 now. You just have to know that. And if you don't know, a cop will pull you over and be like, hey, asshole, it's only 50. Why are you doing 55? And you're like, I don't know. Maybe it was because back there it said 55, and then up here, way up here, it will tell me 55 again. But in this small stretch in between, say, mile and a half between, you know, speed signs, it drops to 50, but doesn't tell you. So, I told you guys, if you're ever on 57, and I don't know where to tell you, it's probably from like just north of 604 and south of 224. Ha! Now we're taking backcountry roads. There's a bunny rabbit! I like bunny rabbits! Sorry, I got excited. I know the top of my head's kind of cut off by this camera, but I didn't really have much time to prepare. I kind of took a really long roundabout to get to where my dad was. When I did that, I kind of had the realization, like, why the fuck didn't I record a vlog? Because even though it was raining then, it was light out, and you would have been able to see my face and or the road a lot better than naturally now. Like I said, I'm driving some backcountry roads. I'm doing like 25, and that is why I am pitch fucking black, because I'm driving through tree coverages and shit like that, you know. And then when I break from trees, like still trees, little breakage, then a bunch more trees, and then some more trees, and then a little breakage again, hey, and then trees, and then some more trees. But you can't see it. Well, I mean, you can see it behind us. That right there. Those are all the trees. I would love to live in one of these houses, but something tells me these people paid a lot of money for these houses. Not that the houses themselves are like, woo, goddamn house. It's more or less the fact of, well, some of these houses, I mean, that house is pretty fucking dead, goddamn, but like this house right here, not very fancy. This is my favorite part, which you definitely can't see me at all now, but this is like a super fucking wooded area. As you can't tell by the black video, there's trees blocking every form of light ever, which I know sounds weirdly ominous why you would want to live there, but just because the road's like that doesn't mean your big open field of a house and awesomeness that you have doesn't still exist. I do know some people who live down this road. Not like friends or anybody that I could go to their house. Well, I mean, I could, I guess. They just kind of be like, why are you here? Like my parents' friends, pretty much. Two of my parents' friends live on this road that I just drove down. And both of them, nice people. One of them would definitely be like, hey, how's it going? Confused as fuck why I showed up, especially if I just showed up randomly. But he'd be alright with it, in a sense of he'd be like, yeah, I know Matt. You know, you're my friend's son that I've known for the last 40 years, so kind of hard not to know who you are. And then you got the other one that's completely opposite, where that's a whole bunch of drama I don't even care to get into. So she definitely would be like, who are you and why are you here? And once she figured out who I was, she'd be like, oh, cool. Now why are you here? And then I wouldn't really have an excuse, and she'd probably just tell me to leave, which would be rude. And I would just tell her that I just went down a road that told me to go fuck myself on the speed limit, and I don't appreciate that very much. So, unfortunately, where I'm currently sitting is the absolute worst intersection ever designed by human mankind. I'm gonna go. Hopefully I don't get sidelined. It's on like the crest of a hill. I can't even really explain it, but like the hill goes like this, and as you're coming down, the intersection is of another hill that comes this way, or from the side, and connects into the tide, and it's just dumb. It's like when you go, you're looking at down the hill that you can see everything coming at you, or you're looking uphill where you can literally see like 15 feet of an upward slant till it cresses over. And unfortunately there, since it was dark, I could see lights, like car lights, whether or not a car was coming up the hill. But during the day, I mean, you're just fucking chancing. You're like, hopefully there's no one coming, because that road's 45. It's hard to come from a dead stop and cross the road or turn or whatever the fuck you're doing at a dead stop, especially when it's wet, and and have somebody come up on you at 45 miles per hour. Now, not that you also are going to be able to tell, because thing is, it's still dark, because the day is going away pretty quickly. Actually, impressively enough, it's 9 o'clock, which is fucking weird. I didn't know it was that late already. But anyways, I'm now on the road that I take on my way home from work. So we are about 4 minutes from my house. It's cool. Probably end the video before that. I'd like to apologize yet again to everybody that this video is really random. I'd also like to apologize on the behalf of my absence. There's a lot of drama related stuff. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to involve you guys in it. I didn't want to hear people's comments on the situation. I didn't, I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain, but like, it wasn't that I was depressed and that's what took me away from it. It was like being angry, and even though I wasn't really 100% angry every single day for the last 2 months that I have been absent, it's more or less just like, that's the best way I can explain it, in the sense of something had me ate up pretty bad. Now, was this issue resolved? No, not at all. Am I choosing to do this anyways? Yes. So, that's just a mark up for myself there on that one. But it's just one of those things where I wasn't, like, if I was mad, the easiest way of saying I was mad is the sense of being like, well, I'm in a bad mood. Okay, well, I just realized that I was a complete asshole and left my brights on for that guy, so now I feel like a dick. If I was mad or in a bad mood, I didn't want to post a video on days like that, because, I don't like I like venting, but I don't like venting when it's like I'm angry or I'm depressed, because I feel like naturally people go to the mood of videos. Naturally I watch videos, I watch other people on YouTube, so if I watched one of my, if I'm one of your favorite YouTubers, I'd be actually really, really proud that you would call me one of your favorite YouTubers. But yeah, so anyways, if I watched one of my favorite YouTubers make a video and they were super depressed and mad and angry about this, and this, yeah, maybe I'm not super bad depressed about that stuff, because I don't need to be, like, it's not my life, but I also can't deny